Hey everyone, Jay here from the future to bring you a Futures End review. That's right everyone, I'm 5 years later and I'm here to give you a review of Batwing Futures End #1. Now, the title of this issue is Leviathan Rises. It is written by Jimmy Palmiotti and Justin Gray, with pencils by Eduardo Pansica and Julio Ferreira and J.P. Meyer are on the inks. Now, this issue revolves around this organization called Leviathan, and is run by Batwing, but he's a different looking Batwing. He's more darkish. The costume's like all black and dark gray, and he's got kind of a mask like a Sandman type mask where there's like a breather and all in it. It's all in one piece. Sort of like a Mach 3, Mach 4, Mach 5. You know, the guy who used to be Beetle. He's now like the different Machs. His costume mask. So those are for all the Marvel fans out there. And he's hitting all these big criminals. Like he's taking all the things that they sell on the black market, like weapons and robots, everything that they're selling, all kinds of weaponized things, and he's taking for his own organization, and he's like becoming like this big kingpin sort of. But all the criminals are united. Now these are criminals that we have seen in Batwing over the course of the series and in Batman Incorporated. So you're seeing a little bit of everything from the last couple of years of Batman tied into this. All these criminals are uniting. And when they unite, you know, they're not happy with this Leviathan moving in on their turf. They don't know who's in charge of it. They just know it's Leviathan. It's the name of the organization. And they're out to, you know, end this. There's this other guy who's there, and you know, he's this mysterious guy. His name is Corvus, and he's sort of like the one who united them all. And he's telling them, you know, we need to stop Leviathan, and I know how to do it because I know where they're headed at, where they're based out of. They're based on Dinosaur Island, and they're like, how do you know if it's been gone and, you know, all this stuff? And he's like, because I helped design it, you know, and they ran tests on me and they tried to kill me. So now it's time we take him down. You got 1 week to decide. Flash forward to a week later, the criminals all decided to join them. They go against Leviathan, they get in the headquarters, and they realize it's a trap. Corvus is not actually Corvus. He is actually Batwing, the Batwing we know, but with a little bit of modifications to the suit. The suit still looks pretty much the same, but it's just more high tech inside and all that. So there's a big battle with a whole Batman Incorporated. You got Batman Japan. You got you know, Knight. You got you know, the people from England, Knight Squire. You got everyone from Batman Incorporated, King Bat. They're all there to take down this Leviathan. These bunch of creatures. These bunch of criminals. They're down to take down these worldwide criminals, and they do it, which they wind up locking up in a prison that they created underneath Dinosaur Island. That was the whole point of getting in there, because it's basically where they're going to be at. It's their prison. Batwing calls up Batman, tells him, you know, we did it. They all celebrate, you know, yeah, we did it, we got it done. And then we see that Batwing goes back to his civilian identity of Lucas, and he goes back and he visits his sister's grave, who died during his part of the series, and he tells her, you know, I'm sorry I wasn't there. I'm sorry I cut people off. I can't tell them. Tiffany has known, and she has kept my secret, and I'm just going to let you know I'm back now. I'm going to try and make it with the family. And his family is there. They walk up just as he's finishing it. and they give that hug. So it's a nice little ending to the Batwing series, because the series was canceled with issue number 34. So this is kind of like a real good ending for it. That issue wasn't a good ending. This is the good ending that you want. You know, sort of like how Green Lantern was the ending for Jeff Johns' run, his last issue. He closed up things. He made a happy ending. This is what that is for Batwing. Now, the story I liked, but I had problems with it. Because the story, while it was a Batwing-centric story, it still felt like a little bit too relying on the whole Batman Incorporated. So it was kind of like they were trying to end both stories in one. So the story I'm only going to give 3.5 stars. The art was okay, a little inconsistent because of the inkers, but overall it was solid art. So I'm going to give the art 3.5 stars, and for the overall rating, I'm giving it 3.5 stars. I say pick it up. So far, Future's End has been not disappointing me at all. This is a great story. It doesn't actually tie into Future's End, the main story, like the rest of them are, because this seems kind of disconnected from that. Like I said, it's more of a final issue of Batwing than it is an additional story to Future's End. But it's still really good. If you like Batwing when it was good before it started to go downhill again, I say pick up this issue, because this really brings back the enjoyment of the Batwing stories when it was really good. Well, those are my thoughts. Now I want to know what yours are in the comments below. Also, like this video, subscribe to Comic Frontline, check out and subscribe to my channel, The Comic Book Theater. Check out Comic Frontline, the site, for all the latest previews, reviews, news, and interviews. For even more news on all things related to comics, comicrelated.com is your source for all your comic book needs with daily updates. And don't forget to like and follow me and Comic Frontline on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. I'll include all these links in the description below. Until then, I'll catch you in the next review.